Hi everyone. And now I'm going to play through. This is personally my favourite game of all time. At least at time of recording, and it has been for a long time. This is Azure Dreams on the PS1. There is a Game Boy Color version that I'm aware of, but I've not played that. Just soak in the atmosphere of the introductory video. Certainly a very special game for me. I got this randomly in 2000, I believe it was, at the start of 2000. Yeah, but just set in the background here. So we've got this town where people come to hunt for the monster eggs in the hopes of making riches. And here we have our main character and his backstory. Man, just seeing this, it just takes me back to 2000. Even though I've played this game several times since then, sometimes it just takes the right mindset and the nostalgia really kicks in. So to give a bit of backstory for me, when I played this game first, I was not familiar with RPGs at the time. Really, I'd played Pokemon Red. That was my first RPG, and I was into it. I was really into it, and then I played this a little bit later. And this is quite a bit different. But this was also just before I discovered Final Fantasy, because my friend Matthew at the time had, not long after this, got Final Fantasy VIII. And there was a time in March of 2000 where I borrowed Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VIII from him, and he borrowed Azure Dreams from me. And Final Fantasy VIII blew my mind even more than this game did. But like, upon further reflection, this is definitely my favourite. Anyway, we start off with an angel about to be reborn. Interesting how this angel's like. It's such a weird screen, isn't it? Such a strange situation. You just like, oh, there's a random angel. You never see this angel ever again. It's just this thing at the start of the game. But yeah, so we've got our name core here. You can pick a different name. You've got these, like, a selection of names from a dictionary. You can choose your own name, but I always like to go for the defaults. Yes. So our character is called Ko. Or else. Sounds very threatening. And our spirit has been hurtled down to earth. In this town in the middle of the desert. And there we are. We're a crying baby. So if you don't choose core, what happens here? Guy will still say, how does core sound? And then Wreath will say something like, oh, I've always liked such and such, which is whatever name you chose. And then Guy will be like, ah, yes, that's a good name. Get a little backstory. And then we have this weird cutscene. It is a very strange cutscene, but something's going on the top of the tower there. It's not at all clear what's going on here, but obviously there's something going on up there, and everyone and they're suspecting that Guy's there. Oh, how menacing! If you were in that town, you'd be terrified. And we have this character called Grandpa. Of course, it's meant to be Grandpa, but they can only fit 6 letters in, so they just called him Grandpa. Oh. Well, something's clearly happened there. And then we get this introductory cutscene. Well, this isn't so much it's not like a title screen trailer style thing going on. To introduce us to the game. Sorry about the sound of my chest squeaking. Yeah, when I first played this game, I was obsessed. I was really into it. But then, when Matthew showed me Final Fantasy VIII, I was straight into that. But I still went back to this, and before getting Final Fantasy VIII, which I got for my birthday that year, and I remember I managed to complete this game before him. He got the game afterwards. I managed to complete it before him, and I told him like what happens and everything, and man, and we have a cast of characters. Azure Dreams. But I can only reminisce so much. I have to actually play the game and explain how it works and everything. So yeah, fast forward, and Ko is now an adult, or at least in this game's universe, he's an adult, 15. So we've got the priest here, and he's going to introduce us to the tower and how to deal with that. If we go in here, I'm just going to show you. In here we have the monster hut. There's nothing in here yet. That will, of course, change. I said there's only so much reminiscing, but I am going to keep going on about things like this. I really am a big fan of the graphical style, the music and the fonts and everything. It just, I mean, I certainly wouldn't say this game has the best graphics or the best music or anything at all, but it really does make a nice atmosphere. Bonk. Gotta be patient. Okay, so I mean, I could just skip this, but you know, I'm gonna go through it. So, how old would I have been when I played this game? I would have been 11. Yeah, so you have to get monsters and get them to fight for us. Yeah, so you get an egg, you can hatch the egg, or you can sell the egg for money. Well, you can sell the monster for money, but the egg sells for more. Yep, that's perfectly clear. Three secrets. There's a spell cast on the inner structure of the interior that will change. This is the first secret. Yes, so basically this is a roguelike with randomly generated floors. When I first played this game, I had no idea what a roguelike was or anything like that. But I came to grips with the concept rather quickly, I guess. I wasn't very good at the game for a long time, let me make that clear. I'm a lot better now. Yeah, so when you enter, your level resets to 1 every time. Yes. So to explain exactly what he's saying there, so he's saying that the floors are randomly generated, you start at level 1 every time you enter, and there's a limit to how many items you can bring in. That's important, so you can hold 20 items at once, but you can only bring 5 items, up to 5 items, into the tower, and your monsters, or your familiars as they're called, they count as items. Yes, the options are yes or I'm going no matter what. Oh, bit of jitter in there. Ho, 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 ho. He's like, yeah. I'm going, oh, of course. This is one of those games where the main character can only speak if you select the option. He doesn't speak, he never speaks on his own accord. So sometimes they'll give you an option, sometimes they'll want him to say something, but they'll give you two options that are very similar to each other. A bit of fruit. Oh. Alright then, so this is the town. I'm actually going to go back into the house and show a few things. So Nico's gone somewhere. If we go here, is it here? Or is it, no, is it here? Where is it? Ah, it's in here. Hold on. We go here. Squeak. That's the safe. So you can keep items in the safe. If you go to Wreath here, your mother. So every time between tower runs, you can say, I'm going to the tower, and she'll give you a pit of fruit for free. You've got the safe, so you can choose which items to keep, like in your inventory. Remember, you can take 5 into the tower. And then you've got the whatever's in the safe. And I think, I mean, it's still rather limited how much you can put in the safe. It's not that much for now. Alright then. No, that's it. If you go through here, you have the bath. Oh, a bath is so relaxing. And sometimes there's a sort of like a rare cutscene that can happen. It happened. I'm not going to force it. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Luckily, it only took me 2 attempts. Yeah, so his bath is basically a tub outside. You may notice as well that your house, probably not now, but I'll go walking around, you'll notice that your house is actually the smallest house in the town. And that's because you're poor. Your family is very poor. And no one really likes you. You're not a very popular kid. Just going to explore the town a little bit. You've got the little pond here. This will be Nico's house. I'm not going to go into every building. I don't plan to. Yeah, so there's Nico's dad. Oh, Nick's dad. Oh, hi Nico. Oh. Yeah, she wants to brighten up the place, add more culture. Alright then. I mean, I will say this straight up, right? This game adheres to very strict gender roles, and I'm not. I don't even approve of that. But this game is so good. I just feel like it's worth pointing out, because things will like crop up like that. I mean, look at that. You should be more feminine. That's such Like a dude bro type thing to say. I didn't say that by accident, did I? Oh, maybe she just says the same thing either way. I don't know. Right, over here. Oh, well. Here's a very fancy house. Fancy music. Master Gosh and Miss Elfie are presently out. Yes. And they didn't want to make an entire house show how big it is, so they just got a butler standing in the way. Alright then. We've got more houses around here. There's lots of empty space, empty lots. We've got a pub. Let's go in the pub. Or the bar. He's called Okami. The Blue Warrior. Yeah, where is he? I like how he just lies to you and the game's like, that's a lie by the way. But man, all these veteran monster tamers. But just, they're not having it. Right. We have the cafe here. Yep. The weird spinning pig head. I'm not going to go in the cafe yet. Some random windmills. There's just some more houses. A little hospital. Just showing you around the place. So you can buy, I mean, you start with no money. You can buy medicinal herbs here. I would not recommend it. Cost a bit cheaper here than at the weapon shop. Well, yes, I guess. Oh, not very good as a clinic then, is it? Yeah. Here, let's have a look. Oh. Well, you need to get some skills. Random thing, you can jump around on the furniture of these buildings. You can't get anywhere by doing it. It's just a thing you can do, so I can like jump up on here and around here for no reason. These pots here, you can break. There's never anything in any of them, but you can. There's a door there with the window, a house with the window open. You can't actually get in there yet. There's another house, and oh, the monster shop. I'm a customer, yeah. Spoiler alert, they never get any monsters. They never get any monsters. Weapon shop. Let's have a look in here. See, everyone's got beef with you. Oh, it's Yuko. Don't get in the way of my business. No, I'm not. Come to buy, yeah. Yeah, you can buy a couple of things. You can buy a copper soda and medicinal herb. I mean, I suppose this is a situation where buying the copper sword would be worth it. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying a medicinal herb, especially not from here. But I wouldn't really recommend it in general. There's our house again, and just some more houses. There's a lot of like empty, open areas, which will become significant later. But there's a couple more places. So, oh yeah, we have the furniture shop here, or general store as it's called. Fur. Man, just come out and say it. But yeah, this is where you can buy like decorations for your house, as well as an aura bike and a booster. Definitely will be getting them at some point. You can get some gifts. And rubber duck. There's one more place around here. I'm not entirely sure exactly where it is. I know it's near here. Where is it? Let's go around. Ah, here it is. Right next to where I was. With the fortune teller. How to enjoy life. Yes, love. We'll say loved. Do you believe you can't live life through life alone? We'll say yes to that. Is there somebody of the opposite sex that you truly love? Well, again, you know, I know it is quite a rural area, but you know, it's not necessarily someone of the opposite sex. But we'll say no to that. Rural, is that the right term? Am I using the right word there? I didn't even pay attention to that question. A picture of yourself? Yes. Let's say yes. Into volunteer work. Provide donations to places like the temple and the hospital. So basically the purpose of this place is to just tell you, that's everything. The purpose of this place is just to tell you like certain things within the game, but to frame it in like a fortune telling sort of setting. And go up here, and yeah. Alright, we're almost ready to get into the tower. What I will do though is let's have a look at the temple. No, you've already helped me out there. Yeah, I notice there's no one else here. You know, you always blame me for not coming here, but I come in and there's no one else there. Okay. No babies. Aren't you a monster tamer? Why, well, I not yet officially. What do you want? He's rather intelligent. Alright then. So, the way his name is spelled, I've always pronounced it CUNY. I've heard since then other people pronounce it Cune, but I've always said CUNY, so that's probably what I'm going to continue to say. But the priest already told me a bunch of things. Ah, well. No, this guy's gonna... So he's gonna give us some more specifics about things. Do do do. Oh. Okay. So what he's saying there is you can save the game in the tower whilst you're going up on the elevator, but I will tell you this, don't do that. It's really silly. It's basically what it allows you to do. It allows you to save. It allows you to like suspend the game and then for like say to load up another save file. But you can't reload. You can't turn the game off and then come back and reload, because if you do, it'll count as you having died in the tower. So let's not do that. Yeah, and he often refers to you in the third person as well. So yeah, this is our menu. So we've got ourselves, core, attainment level 1, and CUNY level 1. So what did he say? Line up. Change line up. So this is, we're choosing where he's standing relative to us. We have AI as well, which I'll get to soon. So yeah, we've got our basic stats here. CUNY has MP, because familiars have MP, or monsters have MP rather. Core doesn't, humans don't have MP. Fuse is nothing until much later. Command, this is if you want to get your familiars to do a very specific thing at a very specific time, which is quite rare. And at feet is just to say, like, if there's an item on the floor where you're standing. You've got our items here. So, I will point something out though. See, CUNY's at 100 out of 100 MP, and a hidden feature of this game is the bitter fruit. See, it recovers MP by 50, but if you feed it to a familiar whose MP is at max, as I will do here, it increases his max by 1. So he has 101 MP max now. I didn't actually figure this out. There's so many things I didn't figure out as a kid. I actually found this online, I think. So yeah, so it recovers 50 or increases the max by 1. And underneath all the stats there, you can see experience. That's like, it's going to show us a series of stars to show how far it is to the next level up. And then Brid is like his magic spell. Yeah, I'll go into that later, I think. Okay, so let's go forward. Right, now can... Okay. So there you can see the map. Press direction button while pressing triangle to only change direction. Yeah, so if you hold triangle, you can change direction. So if you've got like an enemy near, you want to just face them, but you don't want to accidentally like walk, hold triangle and you're sorted. There's a few things like that. So here we have a fireball. Right, so to explain what he's saying there, we've got this magic fireball. Now I can use it as an item, and it will like cast a spell. And because the item is in green, the name's in green, what that tells me is that there's information missing. So the information that's missing from this fireball is how many charges it has. We don't know. All we can do is use it, and then if it's still got a charge in, it will use, but if it doesn't, it will just like wait a turn. But once you've exited the tower, all the items that with hidden information, they'll be revealed. Can't exactly there's another way to do it as well, but I can't do that just yet. Anyway, we have an item, a weapon. Alright then, so copper sword, again, green name means it could have like a bonus or a negative effect. If it's got a negative effect, that means it'll be cursed. We equip it and we can see that it's just a regular copper sword. Sometimes they'll have a curse on them, which means that they have -1 on their strength, and they are unequipable, as in you can't, once you've equipped a cursed item, you can't take it off. You have to uncurse it. Run with the directional button while pressing circle button. Yeah, I've been doing that. Also something I should have been doing. You can't really see it now, but when your familiars do anything, they use up their MP. Even just like taking turns, like waiting or moving, it doesn't look like it's gone down at all, but it just takes its time. So what you can do with some of them, and I always try to remember to do with Cuny, is you hold circle and press X. Oh, never mind, you can't do it on this floor, never mind. Well, we'll have to wait till the end of this floor. Right. So I can face this. If I want, I can walk onto that herb to pick it up. I can press circle and then X, and then it's in my hand. So then I go to at hand and I can put that in there. Similar thing with medicinal herbs. Now I'm going to do this now. So medicinal herb restores HP. We can look at Cuny here. Cuny's at 12 out of 12 HP. And like with bitter fruits, if you give a medicinal herb to somebody, even a character, than yourself, with max HP, the max increases by 1. I should also mention that you heal over, like as you take turns, you heal over time. Yeah, so you can turn the camera and everything. Wood shield. Has this got a curse on? No, it does not. And an egg. This floor, if you can't tell, is scripted. The first time you enter the tower, the first floor is scripted. Okay, so we've got a rainbow egg here. Again, not yet identified, so we don't know what's in it. Now, you can, like he said, one second. Like he said, you can hatch the egg in the tower, and what'll happen is you'll take turns like heating it up to hatch it. If you do that, their level is, I believe, it's either relative to Core's level or relative to the floor. I'm not too sure, but it's not level 1. But if you do that, then they won't leave with you when you exit the tower. They will just be here with you for the duration of the current tower visit, and you can tell that because their name will be in red. But I try not like to do that. Yeah, so we have the 3 elemental, like the cycle of elements. Fire beats wind, wind beats water, and water beats fire. I will point out though, that magic in this game is just powerful in general. If you've got like a fire attack, like say Cunie's Brid there, and you hit a water enemy, don't think it's going to be weak. It still will be powerful because it's magic, but it just doesn't do as much. Yeah, so you can change their AI in lineup. Right, so if we go to lineup, nope, wrong thing, go to lineup, we can go to change AI. So you've got AI 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the ones on the lower numbers, this is like general strategy of what they do, but the ones on the lower numbers cost less MP to do than the ones on the high numbers, but the ones on the high numbers are more effective. So we've got stand by, just stand still, follow me, just don't do anything but keep following me. Backup with magic is something that only familiars with magic can do. I'll go to that in a moment. You can get them to attack the enemy directly or attack aggressively. We want to keep on AI 3 for now, and Cunie does have some magic. He has Brid, so I'm gonna keep him on that. Okay, so you want to try to keep a height advantage when you come across enemies. And here we have a Pulumper. I should also point out that you can skip a turn by holding circle and pressing triangle. Ah, well, yeah, well, I'll beat you to it, Cunie. Yeah, so if I take one step down or diagonal down, that enemy there's going to attack me, so I'm going to just skip a turn. He's going to back me up with magic. And we're going to kill it and get 1 experience point each. And you can see they've both got a star on our experience bar thing. There are many hidden traps in this tower that react when you step on them. So, I mean, this one here is visible automatically, but traps are hidden, and so if we have a look at our feet, what is this one? It's a sleep trap. So that if you just activate the sleep trap and, oh no, we're asleep, and we wake up. Okay. But yeah, they're usually invisible, but if you attack where a trap is, you will gain a bit of experience. Yeah, well, we've only got 1 collar right now. We've only got the red collar. Yeah, and feeding them does recover a little bit of MP. And that's it for the first floor. So, always cancel the quit thing. Just press circle. So this is the first and only time in the game where floor 2 looks like this. I'm going to move over here. Oh, I'll walk them both up. Alright then. So this is a noise, they're both wind elemental. So, okay. Started in quite a dangerous area, I must say. Right. An iron sword. Oh. This could be iron sword. Iron sword we put on. So what you can do is you can, for example, in your items, choose have, and that will just put it like in your hand, like you've picked it up from the floor. And So hold on. So I'm going to pick up CUNY and look around. Yeah. So walk you up. So floor 2 is usually a scripted floor, but it's a bit different on the first journey. And we find some money. A wooden wand. You know what? I am using magic. Wands are good for if you're doing what I'm doing, where you're mixing magic. Which is definitely what you want to do at this early stage. A trap loop. So trap loops. Let's use that. It will reveal all the traps on the floor. There aren't many. There's the elevator there. Oh, let's step up here. These give like 8 experience, so we're going to level up, no doubt. There are some enemies that have this weird rule to them where if you kill them whilst you're on level 1, you get double experience. I don't know how that works or why that works that way. But yeah, and CUNY's leveled up. So MB doesn't go up with levels, but other stats do. And Brid leveled up with CUNY. Man, there's so much information to go over. But I will say Brid is... Because Brid is the fire element... Oh, I didn't even see you there. Because Brid is of a fire element, and it's in its initial fire element, because if you change the element or genus, as they call it in this game, of a familiar or a monster, then... Let's get some experience from these. So say if I was to turn CUNY into wind, that Brid ability would turn into Neo Brid. And the problem with that is that because Brid is the original element, that makes it stronger and it allows it to level up. And that is indicated. So say if I was to give him an item to turn him into water, it would become Neobrid. And it would be say Neobrid, and the water icon, which is Brid, would no longer have that brown box around it. And that brown box tells you it's in its original form. If it's not in its original form, it's called an isotope. And yeah, they're just generally weaker and they don't level up. So you only want to avoid isotopes. The game doesn't actually call them isotopes, but the instruction manual does. Okay, a lever fruit. So I always get these mixed up. So there's lever and liav. Which one's this one? Will not change after the next fusion. Okay, not really worth anything. We can't do fusion yet. There's another wooden wand. Let's put that in the bag. Okay. You don't want you want to try to go around and okay, we're in a narrow path here. You want to explore the floor before moving on. You don't want to go too far ahead, because if you do, you do run the risk of not being able to take the enemies on. And you need to find an important item, which is the wind crystal. Or a wind crystal. Holy scroll. Holy scroll, if you use a holy scroll, it will put like an invincibility field around the, like, either whatever you throw it onto or whoever you give it to, and it'll protect them for a while. Anyway, that's what we have here. This is a go up trap. It's like a spring. If you step on it, is there any more? It'll just bounce you straight up. We've got another room here. Okay. So that'll be it for this floor. Sometimes you can just catch items off the... Oh. Well then. Can't be having slam traps. I kind of feel like there's a lot to say, but I also kind of feel like it's... I don't want to say too much before it's really pertinent. Like, I feel like that whole thing I said about isotopes and stuff, I think, like, Yeah, I don't really need to talk about that just now. Oh, bloody flame. Okay. There's a crystal. There's probably a wind crystal. What wind crystals are the most common of the crystals, and they are the most important. Oh, it's a water crystal. Ugh. Well, there's another crystal there. Hopefully that's a wind crystal. Water crystal is like a fully heal, I think. Is it fully heal HP? Or HP and MP. Restores status of familiar and recovers HP and MP to maximum. Still very good. Wind crystal, that's what you need. So a wind crystal is how you escape. There's two ways of getting out. One way is dying, and the other way is using a wind crystal. And if you die, your familiars will maintain all their levels, but you'll lose all the items that you came in with. And you want to try to invest in some good items sometimes. You might find something that you really want. Okay. If you walk over an item and then hold circle, you will not pick it up. Like, you'll notice, like, when you run and there's no enemies around, you do run a lot faster. Okay. Well, I've got my wind crystal, so I'm safe for now. Oh, this is a cyclone. Cuny, you get away. Oh. Okay. Yeah, cyclones are wind. Trolls here are fire. Yeah, so Cuny's level will stay at level 4, like, next time I come in. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. He will be level 4 next time I come in. Yeah, you just saw the elevator up there. I don't want to point out a few things though. The different enemies, or the different monsters have different... They have different traits, and different traits, spells, and abilities. So, there's another wind crystal. So a trait is just sort of like a passive thing, I guess. Stream wand. That's a water elemental. So wand. Oh, well, okay. Warp traps are awkward because they teleport you to a random point on the floor, which often means far away from your familiar, which means they're being beaten up. At least at this stage in the game. Okay. Yeah, so when you get these rooms with all these like pillars in the middle. You can actually choose to put... You can pick up coins in a way and put them in your inventory, which is a very strange thing. And there is a reason why you'd want to do that, I suppose, but that's not going to be for a long time. Okay, is there 2 elevators on this floor? Well, sometimes you get a floor with multiple elevators on it. I remember one time being on the floor with 3 elevators right next to each other. And every time you reach a multiple of 5, the music changes a bit. Acid Rainball. Oh, Acid Rainball is the most powerful magic ball in the game. It only usually comes with... Oh, man, I hate these things. Man wavers. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm just going to say man waver. They're water. They are water, and they have a tendency to divide up. You hit them, and they'll like split up into multiple things. They also have a transforming ability, which we won't see for a while. Oh. Okay, oh, nice critical hit there. No, Cuny, get out of the way. Oh, a seal wand. Sometimes heals the special powers of monsters. Lovely. A health seed that increases. That is a temporary speed buff. Increases. It doubles your speed for a while. Oh, and there's a balloon. Attacking Cuny. So okay, so monsters have spells, traits, and abilities. Abilities are just things that they can just do naturally. Spells are like the things that listed. So say, Cuny there has Brid. That's like a spell, and trait is just like an element of the an attribute of the monster. So those flames, for example, they have a sled spell. And you won't see much of the skills being used much, but you will see them sometimes. Right. An Orleam. I've got too many items. Oh, I didn't even equip the copper shield. Okay, well let's dump this and pick up the Orleam. The Orleam, you can use them to send your familiar home, but also they're useful for. You can throw them at enemies. Yeah, that's it. You can throw like items at enemies and like force it upon them. At my absolute best, my first run of the tower, I can get to like floor. Oh god. I should point out that the little the ones that split up from the Manwavers, the small ones, they're all at level 1. They're dead weak. But I can't beat these. I'm a bit trapped. I could use the fireball and probably kill it, but I'm not going to. I could use the Holy Scroll. You know what? No, I'm not going to bother. Just Wind Crystal out. So because we use the Wind Crystal, we get to keep all our items. Now, you want to see how I'm selling some items. Otherwise, if you don't do this, you're going to have to go over to the shop there. So I'm going to sell those. I'm going to keep the steel one for now. I'm going to keep the acid rain ball. So you can see now. Now that we've exited the tower, we can see fire's got 5 charges. The acid rain ball has 1. But I will sell most of these. So you can take 5 items in. So I'm going to take, I want to take Cuny. I want to take the Pitta fruit that she's going to give me. I've got space for 3 more. So I can go seal wand, copper shield, and then 1 more item. I could take a Wind Crystal in with me. Get rid of the fireball. Okay, we'll do that. And get some money. Do 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 do. Good morning, Nico. Alright, so of our items here, we've got I'm gonna hatch the egg. It's a plumper. Which I mean it always is. Oh, I know a place I didn't go to yet that I should really show you. Didn't go to the carpenters. But anyway. Yep. Hatch the egg in this spot. That's fine. And it's a Pulumper. Pulumpers are dead weak. They are the weakest monster in the game. There's no real value to using it, but I wanted to add it to my collection. And oh. Well, thank you, Nico. Right. Sure thing. But remember to go to talk to Mr. Isaac. So we'll take the bitter fruit. We're going to take 5 items in, so I'm going to leave the acid rain ball. You know what? I'm probably never going to use that acid rain ball. It's one of those too good to use items, but I want to keep it because I will get some opportunities to increase its potential power. I should also mention that I don't think I mentioned this before. I said about medicinal herbs increasing your max HP if you feed it to someone where their HP is maxed out. That's not the case for medicinal herbs that you buy in town. It's only for the ones that you find in the tower. But yeah, so that's it. I've saved after that's my first run of the tower. That's going to be it. So I'm getting this part here. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.